to me doesn't actually even require some editing. So I'm using this to send emails and everything, and I don't even use my own personal templates. I just review it and I can provide the edited context. So like if you follow like say a workflow and then it follows the protocol, like here, I'll show you guys live what I'm talking about. Like this is a workflow that we created called the TCNT. And what it does is that it goes through and extracts all of the contractually sensitive dates, timelines, and information on the transaction. It puts calendar events into our calendar. It adds our clients to those calendar events. It creates 24-hour in advance reminders directed to me and then drafts email clients, right? So it does all of this stuff. But if I wanted to say this email, I could just say, no, use this email format going forward, or just like change this email right here. I can do it that way. So that way, like you don't have to mitigate every single personalization request. Also, a lot of agents aren't really using, I'd say that like, it's not something that's become an issue because of all of your agents, only a percentage of them are actually using the AI system. And of those agents, only a small percentage of them have the wherewithal or the knowledge to be able to provide such a high level of refinement to the degree that it actually matches their tone and personalization. And so that's usually reserved for like a very advanced user. And we don't see a lot of those right now. So my hope personally is that, you know, if that becomes cumbersome, you know, just reach out to me and I'm happy to go through that with leadership and help offload. But I have yet to see that happen for us. I know that's kind of a roundabout way of saying like, you know, it could potentially become cumbersome, but I haven't seen it yet become an issue. My hope is also that like the agent V2 structure will come out before we hit like our first tidal wave of super like those super requests for personalization. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And then I guess beyond that, that you mentioned like the keyword kind of scenario. I would imagine as time goes on, you know, you get into 10, 20, 50 keywords. Is there like a sidebar that would have like a list of those for like reference? And then you could say, oh, okay, this is what I'm looking for.
That's a cool idea.
That was exactly what I was going to ask
Yeah.
Lynn too, because I was like, you're telling me a lot of initials that I'm like, am I really going to remember?
We need
that my template is TC something. Like I'm not going to remember. So is there a play, or even like your workflow that you have? Is there a way for us to go in and see what that looks like so that we can then customize it to our own to know what that NTTN whatever means?
Yeah. No, that's a great idea. No one's brought that up. What we are doing is we are creating a way so that way you can like your new interface here. You see how mine looks a little bit different than your guys' the homepage. So what we're creating is a way for leadership to actually create their own like workflow tabs. So once you guys as leadership, you guys can kind of come together and have your best use case transaction coordinator Trello workflow here. You can actually just click the button and it'll perform those, and you just upload the docs and then click the button. That's it. And so this will also allow it to add more tiles, and there'll be that visibility feature too. So this is what this rolled out this morning, and I'm now beta testing it.